Welcome to our session on maximizing employee retention with Time Doctor. My name is Calvin, and I'm one of the customer success managers here. I've been with Time Doctor for over 2 years, and I've learned a lot from customers from just being a part of the company. And I'm here to share some insights to help you maximize Time Doctor for your company's benefit. Now, in today's competitive landscape, one thing I've noticed is that retaining top talent is crucial for your organizational success. Now, we all know that, but we also do know that many companies struggle with employee turnover. That is sad, but today we'll delve into why employees leave and how we as Time Doctor, using our features and using our platform and using our software, can help you retain your rock stars. So if you didn't know where you were at a Time Doctor webinar, and it is simply called Keeping Your Rock Stars, Time Doctor's Guide to Employee Retention. Now, the biggest question is that a lot of you might have is, why are employees leaving? So the truth is, employee turnover can stem from various factors, including lack of recognition, poor workload management, things like work-life balance issues. And understanding these issues is the first step towards implementing effective retention strategies. Now, in the next few minutes, I'm going to be diving into our dashboard, the Time Doctor dashboard, to help you and to show you how you can use what we have, the tools that we have in front of you, to retain your rock stars. And I'll be touching on the three things that I mentioned. I mentioned recognition, I mentioned workload management, and I mentioned work-life balance. So I'll be touching on all of those three things and showing you how you can get those things right by using the data that's in front of you. But the first important thing is, why is recognition important? Recognition is vital for employee morale and retention. And acknowledging your employees' efforts fosters a culture of appreciation and motivation. And we've seen this over the years. There's been lots of research that just giving simple recognition to staff members makes them happier, makes them more productive, and obviously makes them more motivated. But how do we as Time Doctor help you with recognition? I'm going to show you, there's a couple of features, and one of them is quite simple. This is our executive dashboard, which you'll see on your screen right now. Now, the executive dashboard has been available on our premium plan for just over a year now. And what you can do with the executive dashboard is you can identify your top performers and outliers. Now, the executive dashboard is fixed for 30 days. So it looks at the past 30 days and it looks at it from sort of an eagle's eye view, a high level view, looking at top performers, top team performers, as in each team, not necessarily individuals, but it gives you a breakdown of your top groups, the percentage spent by those groups, top websites and applications. So you can sort of see everything in one go, and including work-life balance issues, including attendance issues, everything that you would need to see who your rock stars are, so you can focus on making sure that you retain those. And those that are sort of outliers, you can also work on fostering a more motivational environment for them so that they can start to also be rock stars. Okay. Nice thing about this is you can also export this in a PDF format so you can send it to your executives or your higher level management. The other feature that we have is one that you've probably seen and you know quite well because it's available to everybody, and this is the team dashboard. The team dashboard allows you to see daily, weekly, and monthly views. And this is where you can get down a little bit deeper into actual individual performance. So you can look at a specific team, you can select a specific group, and you can go a little bit deeper into the overview, whether it's for today, for yesterday, for the past 7 days, or even for the past 30 days. This is where you can have a look at who your top performers are, within the team by coming down and seeing your top users. And you'll be able to, again, see who your rock stars are and also see those who may be lagging a little bit. And the great thing about this is when you recognize their contributions, you can create a positive work environment conducive to retention. The next point that I want to cover and that I mentioned earlier is workload management. Why is it important? The truth is, effective workload management ensures that employees are calm, improving productivity and job satisfaction. And how we can help you as Time Doctor is by using some of our features. One of them is the work schedules. Okay. Now, schedules allows you to set up shifts efficiently and obviously balance workloads across your team. Now, I have a select few that I've to show you exactly what it would look like. So this is once you've set up your shifts for a particular week, it will look like this. And it's quite easy to set up. All you would need to do is click on add or edit, and you are able to download a CSV, which we provide for you, and you can fill it out accordingly and then upload it again, and that will make it easy for you. If you need to edit, it's quite simple to edit. If you need to edit an individual, you can just click on the pencil button and you'll be able to edit that so that you're making sure that you're balancing the workload and obviously balancing and giving your shifts efficiently and giving everyone the chance to have great work-life balance. So that's your schedules. The other report and the other feature is the hours track report. Now, this allows you or helps you identify the available resources for new tasks and also for optimizing productivity. Okay, so once again, you can look at this from a daily view, from a weekly view, from a monthly view, or even looking at over a quarterly view to see where maybe there was too much time being spent or someone worked too many hours in a specific week, thereby obviously leading them to maybe they have too much work. So you need to balance that workload a little bit more efficiently. So by analyzing your hours track report, you can get into the detail a bit more. You can also click on a specific user and you'll be able to see for specific dates. Obviously, this is set to today, but if you had to go to the week view, you would again be able to see for that specific user the hours that were spent for each day. And if anything looks a little bit over the top, you can then have time to address that. The other feature that we offer is obviously it is our timeline report. And this one gives you a similar look to your hours track report, but again, it enables you to track team members' collaboration opportunities, fostering better teamwork, as well as productivity. And by doing this, you can identify collaboration possibilities to enhance efficiency. And it also strengthens your team dynamics, leading you to higher retention rates. Obviously, in our business, we all work remotely. We work across the globe. And so we want to be able to make sure that in your particular time zone or in your particular team, you are working similarly or close to each other so that you can better collaborate. And obviously, if someone is not working in a silo and they're working in a team, it means that they are most likely going to be more motivated and be more efficient and obviously want to stay with your company for a bit longer. So it leads to your higher retention rates. Once again, with this, you can see it from a daily view, or you can also see it from a weekly view. And again, it gives you total time tracked. You're able to see when someone starts and when they end. So for example, if you're seeing someone is starting maybe at 2 a.m. in the morning or ending quite late, again, it gives you time to see whether that particular person has too much work, and you can then look for some of the outliers that maybe have a little bit less time or a little bit less hours, and then you can collaborate and foster the teamwork a lot better. Okay, so that is obviously being able to manage your workload. The next point that I mentioned in the beginning was work-life balance. Now, I am an advocate for great work-life balance, and I believe it's important because maintaining a healthy work-life balance is essential for employee well-being and retention. We live in a world where wellness and mental health is extremely important, especially in the workplace. So we need to make sure that we're ensuring and making sure that our employees have great work-life balance, because that reduces burnout and it also increases job satisfaction. So how can we as Time Doctor help you with work-life balance? Great question. We promote work-life balance by allowing employees to manage their time effectively, okay? And one of the ways that we do that is by, well, the easiest way, I should say, to make Time Doctor more employee-friendly, which obviously means you're making it less stressful for your users, is to allow the option for employees to edit their own time. Now, on the user settings page, you can set this up by clicking on the Can Edit Time section, and we make it easy because it's very easy, and I do this myself sometimes, for anyone to forget to press play when they start their workday, or when they've taken a break and they come back, they forget to press play. And next thing they know, it's 30 minutes later and they haven't tracked time. So by giving them the ability to edit that time, it gives them peace of mind knowing that their time is being tracked accurately, right? And what's great about this is we have also allowed, part of the feature is to allow the user to input a reason for editing the time, which provides more context to managers, okay? You can also allow your users to edit their time where it says approval needed. And what this does is the manager of that particular user will get a notification to say that, hey, this person has edited some time. It will fall under the approvals page, and the manager can go in, check the reason, and choose to approve it or not, depending obviously on the circumstance. Okay. Now, giving employees the ability to edit their time can help build trust and encourage more adoption of Time Doctor within the team. Now, in terms of editing time, when the user needs to edit the time and input the reason, we make it quite simple for them to do that. And all that they need to do is, once they've edited their time, so they will click on the pencil button, put in the time that they need to, select the project, select the task, and then put the reason in and click there, and everything will save. So you as a manager or as an admin, you will receive this. If you set it for approval, you will receive that and you will see the reason, and you will be able to say yes or no. If it's not set to approval and you've just given your users, your employees, the ability to just add time, you will then still be able to see the reason when you look through to see why someone has edited time, because you'll see that chunk in yellow on the individual dashboard. Okay. The other way is managing screencasts. And we all know that Time Doctor has a screencast feature. And the nice thing about it is that it's completely optional for all of our customers. So across the board, it's completely optional. And all users with an admin role have the option to enable or completely disable this feature. As you can see here on the screen, you can enable a feature by setting it for completely off. So as I said, you can disable it, or you can choose how often you want those screenshots to be taken. Or if you're on our premium plan, you can opt to have a continuous video being shot of your screencasts for your users. Now, I want to segue from this a bit and say, while screenshots can be useful and sometimes necessary for some companies and obviously some job roles, disabling this feature can often help build a foundation of trust with your employees. And one thing I always recommend with my clients that I speak to is that the leadership, or you as an admin or as a manager, should communicate with your employees before enabling the screenshot feature, right? Letting them know that it will be used to help them improve their processes rather than to micromanage. Because I'm sure that as soon as you're aware that, you know, there's a screencast being taken of the work that I'm doing, it can sometimes put doubts or put these negative thoughts within an employee's mind that I'm going to be micromanaged. So you can assure them that it's not for that purpose, and you can have positive ways of bringing that across. So a few examples of the positive use cases that I've seen personally with some of my clients, they've said things like, we want to identify insufficient processes, or we want to uncover training opportunities, or even throwing it back in the ball court of the employee, saying that we want to use this as a way to provide proof of the work that you were doing, right? So different ways of making this more employee friendly. And if your company requires screenshots, then blurred screenshots is a great way or great compromise for employees and managers. So you have the ability to switch that on, which means that the blurred screenshot will provide managers the accountability they need, right? While providing employees with more privacy and protection. So what you will still be able to see is you'll still be able to see the screencast and have an idea of what screen they're on. It would just be that it is blurred. So it still gives the employee a little bit more privacy and protection, right? Also, in addition to blurring screenshots, another option is to make the screenshots more employee friendly, is to give employees the ability to delete them. Okay, so as you can see, it's toggled on. You have the ability to toggle it off if you choose to, but allowing employees to delete screenshots provides more privacy and freedom to be in control of their workday. So say, for example, I'm working and a message comes through that I need to maybe check something on my online banking profile. And without even realizing, I forget to press stop and I dive into that to get that sorted. Obviously, that is personal information to me. And so I would love to have the ability to delete those screencasts when I realize that. Okay. When any deleted screenshots will show up as inactive time on the reports. So it'll be a blank spot in that section. So managers will still have a way to investigate if needed. So what that means is I've done the banking thing. I've realized, oh my gosh, I forgot to press pause and I have screenshots taken and I don't, obviously it's private information to me, and delete that screencast. And then for that 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it is that I was busy, it will be blank. So it would be seen as a break. And if someone needs to investigate that, they can obviously go ahead and investigate because they'll see that space available. Okay, so that's screencasts, which is a touchy subject for a lot of our clients, but we found ways in which we can make it come to a compromise and make it more employee friendly, thereby leading to greater satisfaction within your team and obviously leads to greater retention. Now, another way that we can manage and look at sort of our work-life balance is, again, going back to the team dashboard, we have a work-life balance widget that is visible to all admins and managers. And it allows you to quickly identify the employees that are at the highest risk of burnout due to poor work-life balance. Okay. Now, we all work at home, well, we work remotely in most cases. I know that there may be some of you on the call that have a hybrid system, or some of you may even be in office, but we all know about having great work-life balance. Now, what you'll see on the work-life balance widget is employees who show up on this potential work-life balance widget have issues that can be based on a 7-day or 30-day time period. So if you scroll down, you will see here most work-life balance potential issues, and you'll see here it says top users. So on that list, over a 7-day period, you can have a look and see over the last 7 days, the total number of issues. Plus, if you hover over there, it gives you the types of issues, the details of the types of issues found, and these are shown here. Obviously, if you move it to 30 days, you might see a little bit more. And this can easily be adjustable, which I'll show you on my next screen. But with this, we're identifying 4 main things with this. So if I show you on my next screen, when we go to the company settings, and you can click on the work-life balance metrics, and you will see there are 4 main things that we're identifying. Okay, firstly, when an employee works too many hours per day. So you can set that to whatever you want it to be. Also, maybe they work too many late hours after a specific time in their time zone. or working too many hours outside of scheduled shifts. So if you have shifts scheduled, like I showed you earlier, and you find that users are working outside too many hours outside of their scheduled shift, they will come up on the work-life balance widget. And then also at the bottom here, if they are working on weekends when they're not supposed to be working, it will also become a work-life balance issue. Now, administrator roles within your company are 100% in control of this. As you can see, come into settings and come down to company settings and look on work-life balance metrics. Okay, you are 100% in control of this, and you set these metrics based on what your company considers to be too much. Great way to manage the work-life balance based on this. Okay. Another factor in work-life balance is ensuring that your employees are taking breaks throughout the day. Now, I've been working remotely and working from home for the past 5 years, and there were times when I would neglect or not take breaks at all. I would find out that I'm working 6 or 7 or 8 hours on the spin without taking a break. It wasn't good for my health, wasn't good for, just balance. And so what we realized as Time Doctor towards the back end of maybe 2022, but it officially launched in the most parts last year in 2023, we released the paid breaks feature to the dashboard. Now, breaks are an essential part of employee engagement and well-being. And all companies should be encouraging the employees to take regular breaks during their workday. Now, if you look on settings and go down to breaks, you will come to this page, and this is where you can add a break. You can create a break, and you can assign it to everyone in the company, or specific groups, or even just specific users will be allowed to take those breaks. Okay. Now, not only does this give employees a chance to recharge and refocus, but it also creates more time for healthy habits. I've found that I generally get into a habit of working straight for about 90 minutes, and then I stop and I take about a 10 to 15-minute break. I walk outside. I have the privilege of living in a country where there's a lot of sun for most of the year, so I walk outside, get some sun, and it just helps me to recharge. Okay, very, very important, especially for remote teams. So that walk that I take, enjoying a few moments in the sun, helps to improve my mental well-being, and it does wonders for my body. It does wonders for my energy that I can take on for the rest of the day. Promoting breaks at work also encourages a healthy work-life balance, which helps reduce employee burnout and raise job satisfaction. And this all bodes well when it comes to employee retention. Okay. From the employee point of view, what they can do is quite simple. On their desktop app, they will be able to see whatever breaks you have set just at the bottom of the screen here, and they can click whether it's a 15-minute refresh or whether it's a lunch break. They will be able to click on that. Once they're done, they can just come back, click stop, click play, and they'll be back in where they need to be. Okay. And that will just help with managing their breaks. The break will populate back on the team dashboard, so you would be able to see exactly where that is. So if I just go back and show you that, you go back to the team dashboard. You can look at an individual dashboard, for example, and you will be able to see the breaks. They'll populate in the gray, so you'll know exactly when a break was taken and how long it was taken, thereby helping your team to obviously balance their time a little bit better. Okay. Now, I'd like to talk a little bit more about flexibility and providing flexibility within your team. Now, it's very, very important to increase employee satisfaction. And if done right, it can help you retain your top talent and obviously, therefore, increase productivity. Now, flexible work highlights the willingness of an employee to adapt to employees' changing needs, especially about how, when, and where the work is done. So everything I've shared today, allowing your users to edit time, giving them the ability to delete their screencasts if needed, setting shifts, allowing so that the workload balance is a little bit easy, essentially is a strategy that you can choose to integrate into your company. Now, a flexible workplace includes all types of flexible working relationships. Having time to go watch your kids play sport, or to go pick your kids up from school, or anything of that sort, or take your pet to the vet. By using Time Doctor's time tracking and scheduling features, you can allow your employees to decide how their workday looks while staying within the guidelines of the company. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I've been working remotely for about 4 years now, 4 to 5 years now, and I've coined the phrase that flexibility is the new freedom. So by allowing your employees to be flexible and enjoy working, setting their workday out how they want to work, obviously there are parameters, but making sure that they're flexible to do that just raises the satisfaction. I'm happier and I'm enjoying the work that I do. So in conclusion, as you can see, Time Doctor offers a comprehensive solution to employee retention challenges. By leveraging all these different recognition tools, workload management capabilities, and support for work-life balance, you can retain your top talent and drive organizational success. Thank you very much for joining our session today. And we look forward to helping you maximize employee retention with us. At any time, if you need anything, you know where to find us. You can go to our website, www.timedoctor.com, and you will be able to find out more, read any articles on this specific topic as we go through. But that's it from me. Thank you very much. See you soon. Goodbye.